In the winter of 1914, Europe was burning. World War I had turned peaceful towns into battlefields and young men into soldiers. Thousands of British and German troops were locked in a brutal struggle along the Western Front. They lived in deep, muddy trenches. Cold rain soaked their uniforms. Rats ran over their boots. The smell of death never left the air. On one side were British soldiers. On the other side were German soldiers. Between them lay a deadly strip of land called no man's land, where anyone who stepped out could be shot. They were enemies. They were trained to kill each other. But most of them were not born to be warriors. They were farmers, students, shopkeepers, and sons. They missed their homes. They missed their families. As December arrived, snow began to fall over the battlefield. It covered the broken ground like a white blanket. For a moment, it almost looked peaceful. Christmas was coming. Inside the trenches, soldiers wrote letters to their families. They dreamed of warm homes, hot food, and happy faces. But here, in the trenches, all they had was cold and fear. The German soldiers began decorating their trenches with small Christmas trees. They lit tiny candles on the branches. From across the battlefield, the British soldiers could see the soft glowing lights. Then, something unexpected happened. A German soldier began to sing. It was a Christmas song, Silent Night. His voice was gentle and calm. Soon, other German soldiers joined him. Their voices blended together in the cold night air. The British soldiers were shocked. They stopped cleaning their rifles. They stopped talking. They listened. Then, quietly, British soldiers started singing their own Christmas songs in English. The songs crossed over no man's land. For the first time in months, the battlefield was filled not with gunfire, but with music. As the songs ended, something unbelievable happened. A German soldier slowly climbed out of his trench. He held no weapon. He raised his hands to show peace. The British soldiers watched carefully. This could be a trap. Then another German soldier came out. Then another. Soon, British soldiers also climbed out. They met in the middle, in no man's land. Men who were trying to kill each other hours ago were now shaking hands. They exchanged small gifts: chocolate, cigarettes, bread, buttons from uniforms. Some showed photos of their families. Others tried to speak in broken English and German. They laughed. One group even started a football game. Using a simple ball, they played in the muddy field where so many had died. For one magical night, there was no war. No bombs, no bullets, only humans. But the next morning, officers ordered the soldiers back into their trenches. The war had to continue. Slowly, the soldiers returned. Before leaving, many shook hands again. Some promised they would not shoot each other if they met again. The Christmas truce did not stop the war, but it proved something powerful. Even in the darkest times, humanity can shine.